Hey YouTube family, this is Courtney. I'm back again with another quick video that I wanted to share with you all. Just something very brief that was placed on my heart the last few days, and that I have noticed a lot even within myself and people that are in my circle and friends and family, that I've noticed that we're all are kind of in a rut right now, that we're all are somewhat struggling on some level in our life. We're struggling, we're going through something, we're going through something that is not fair, something that is very unfamiliar, something that is pushing us out of our comfort zone, that is not right. Some of us may be experiencing something with our finances where we feel like, okay, I've taken a pay cut, I have had to get another job, or I had to completely forget this job and downsize and get something totally out of my league, that I feel I should be here, but it's down here. So I'm trying to adjust to life, still being able to pay my bills, take care of my family. I'm struggling, but I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to go through it, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling in my finances. I am literally living paycheck to paycheck. And then on the other hand, I noticed that there were some people that I've come across that are actually struggling with things with their family, with relationships. You know, one minute I thought we were good, and the next minute we're not. I don't understand, where is this coming from? I'm struggling. I don't understand, because I just came out of a bad situation. I'm in another, a situation where I thought was going somewhere, and come to find out it's like history repeating itself again. I'm still getting the rug pulled from up under me. My heart is being ripped again. It's like this is a struggle for me. Like, what's really going on? This is not fair. We're struggling in relationships. And then there were some that are struggling with school. They're trying their best, trying to stay focused and trying to study and do what's necessary to make the grade, to pass the test, but I just don't seem to get it. I'm doing the best that I can. I just don't understand why I am not getting it, why I can't make the cut. So we're struggling in our education to better ourselves so that we won't have other struggles, such as, financial situations and things like that. So we're struggling. We're experiencing struggle. We may be experiencing some of them are experiencing issues within themselves internally, and I feel like that is one of the most heart-wrenching things to deal with when you're dealing with a struggle internally, meaning that you're dealing with some type of depression, you are dealing with some type of anxiety, low self-esteem, the fact that you don't feel worthy or you don't love yourself enough. You're dealing with something, these thoughts, these voices that are telling you that you will never be loved, no one will ever like you, you came from a broken place, your environment, was not something that's considered ideal, so you can't have these things in life, you can't have the greater things in life. So you begin to listen to these voices, and you begin to let them feed into your spirit, and you're believing them. And so now it has manifested itself, and it's showing in your everyday actions, and you're starting to live as if you're less than, you're starting to think as if you're less than, and you're staying in this box of mediocrity and being mediocre, and just living your life as if you can't excel, that you can't exceed. These are life struggles, and I don't care where you come from, whether you were from the lowest of the low or from the highest of the high and in between. No matter what walk of life you come from, life is not going to exempt you from experience some type of struggle. And then we also have those that are dealing with struggles of addiction. It could be any form of addiction, from drugs, alcohol addictions. We're dealing with those things, and it's affecting us in ways where we can't deal with day-to-day life. We can't deal with day-to-day life. And even if we are functioning in day-to-day life, it is still internally hurting us, and it's harming us, and we want to stop, we want to quit, but we just can't seem to kick this habit, continue to kick this thing that is trying to destroy us. because that's what it is. It's going to eventually do. So we're all experiencing this thing in life from different avenues, from different angles of a struggle. We're all dealing with something and it's weighing heavy on us. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, God, like, what is this for? What is it for? Why do we have to endure this? And granted, some of it we bring on ourselves, but then it's also some things that it seems like it's just life. Like it's something that we've been dealt these cards, and we have to learn how to deal them in order to get through life and elevate. So then I began to just really just think about it. And I'm like, these struggles that we experience in life, whether it's from financial to school, from addictions to anything, it's a struggle. It's something that we don't like, something that we don't want to be in, something that we feel that is very unfair, very unfortunate. But if we learn how to, and this is what I had to do for myself, because even I experienced some struggles. I've experienced a struggle, where I just felt like it was too heavy for me. It was too much. I don't want to continue to keep feeling this way. I didn't want to continue to keep going through the same thing, tripping over the same thing season after season. I was ready to evolve and get out of this rut. So I decided to say, okay, what is it that I can do to ease this thing or to get myself out of it? So when I think about it, I had to start, first of all, just started just accepting that this is where I am at this place in my life. Then I had to start thinking, what is it that I can do to get myself out of it? Because the truth be told, we can ask for help, and we should. I firmly believe that the help is there. Someone had already been through this and done that, so I can get some wisdom and some motivation from them to kind of push myself through it, to light that fire, to push me through it. Someone may know different ways of how to study or how to, master a test, and they can give me that if my issue or my struggle is with school, even with finances. Someone may be a financial advisor and can give me some things or whatever. But the core of it is that if we don't take this struggle and take our power back from the struggle, it is going to defeat us. It is going to kill us. It is going to rob us of our joy. It is going to rob us of the goodness that life has to offer. It is going to rob us from being able to elevate and go higher in life where God intended us to be. So we have to learn how to take that struggle that we're in and tap into the God that is within us, and pray that he will make avenues to show us how to get out of this, how to embrace it, how to endure. And because at the end of the day, the struggle that you're dealing with, that struggle is not designed to break you. That struggle is not designed to kill you, to take you out. It is designed to wake you up a little bit, to shake you, because obviously there's something that is on your life that he is trying to get you to see. He is trying to strengthen you. He is trying to make you tenacious. He's trying to make you stronger, trying to make you have more endurance, to build up your faith, to be able to not continue to walk through it, but to have enough faith to turn around and pull someone else along the way. So that struggle, yes, it's bad. It doesn't feel good. It hurts. And trust me, it's not fair, but there's some good in that. At the end of the tunnel, there is a light, and you will get through it. I've been there, I've done that. I know what depression is like. I know what it's like to not want to get out the bed and feeling like I don't want to just deal with the issues that life are throwing my way. I don't want to deal with it. But the truth of the matter is, I had a choice. I was either going to sink or swim. And I was just like, there's no way I'm going to be defeated. So I had to put my best foot forward and do the necessary things that there was for me to do in order to survive, in order to live. So I just want to encourage you that if you are in some type of struggle today, just know that it's not going to last always. And I know that, it's a saying, it's cliche, but it's the truth. The struggle is not going to last always. However, you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be able to be willing to put in the necessary work day by day by day, to make sure that you are doing what you are supposed to do to get yourself out of it. Because we can give you as many resources, as many motivation and inspiration, but if you don't take this thing and put it forth some work, do the effort, take some steps, it is going to take you out. You are the CEO of your life. You are the mastermind of your life. You have to take control. You are the one that is able to get you out of it. So I just want to just stop by for a moment and just encourage you to stay focused and to be encouraged and to take those necessary steps that it's going to take for you to get out of this struggle, because it will pass. You just have to put in the work. And also, when you do those things, make sure that you are believing that you are going to get through it. Believe that this is not the end all to your story, that you have so much more to offer. You have so much more to give. You have so many other people to inspire and and so many other people are going to look up to you and say, wow, like he or she did it, I can do that too. So that struggle is not just for you. That's why you can't lay dormant and just expect that, oh, if I just pray about it, or if I just, just have faith. No, faith without works is dead. So that means that you have to work. You have to do something, not just sit here and pray and ask, because the thing is that God has already given you everything that you need to fight these struggles, to fight these demons. You have just got to learn how to tap into it so that you can bring that thing, that God in you forth, so it can speak and these things will be removed out of your life, so that you can speak and these actions will be manifested, and you can align yourself with the universe so that it can give you everything that you need in order to win, because it's in you. You were created with these things within you. You just have to get to that point to where you are tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. When you get to that point, there is nothing that will stand in your way. There is no excuse that will stand in your way to keep you from pushing forward. And besides, you have something to live for. For me, it was my kids. I had something to live for, so that made me want to get up out the bed every day and put my best foot forward, even though I felt like I just wanted to pull the covers over my head and just be like, I just don't care anymore. I had to live for them. I had to show them that, hey, you may experience this one day in your life, and that you have to keep pushing. You have to keep going. That struggle is not there to defeat you. That struggle is not there to kill you and take you out. But if you do not work, it will do just that. You will stay dormant. You will lie there. And even if you do not physically die, you're going to be spiritually dead. There is not going to be any life in you. There's not going to be anything radiating from your spirit that someone wants to cleave to. They're going to run the opposite way, because the energy that you are giving off just reaps death, just reaps that there's no life, there's no joy, there's nothing there. So just be encouraged and just know that all these things that you're going through are going to eventually be scattered, and you're going to be able to connect the dots and be like, this is why this happened, because if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't be able to manifest this. And so now that I manifest this, I'm able to do this. And then now here's another struggle. Well, because I've been through this, and it has built me up, and I'm stronger now, and I can look back and say, hey, I got over that hump, and that hump. So when this thing do come, because it's gonna come, you're not gonna be exempt from struggles, no matter where. Like they say, when you elevate, there's gonna be new things that you're gonna be faced with. That's so true, because at the end of the day, you are designed for something. You have a destiny, and the thing that's going up against that destiny does not want it to prosper. It wants to take you out. It wants you to feel defeated. But each time you finish one course in your life, you're getting stronger, you're getting wiser, you're getting your endurance. And so that means when you're faced with these other obstacles in your life, you are saying, wait a minute, I'm not going to be defeated, because I've been through this and this, and if I got through that and that, this right here, I know I can get through it. So now that your faith is elevated, now that you're starting to believe more in yourself, and then not only are you able to put in the necessary work to get through that struggle, but by this time, someone is watching you and they're saying like, hey, I can do that because she did it, or I can do that because he did it. So just know that the struggle that you're facing right now is only temporary. Put in the work, have faith, and believe that it's going to get better. I know it's hard. I know you have cried yourself to sleep. If that pillowcase could talk, I know it would just scream about all the pain and all the hurt that you're feeling. I understand. Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like. I understand the hurt, the disappointment, the betrayal, the depression. I get it. But I promise you, as long as there is breath in your body, that your blood is running warm in your veins, you are going to make it. There's no way that you are going to die. There's no way that you're going to be able to give up. All you have to do is just tell yourself, even if you don't even quite believe it all the way, I'm going to get through it. And then and then celebrate those moments that you do get through. Even if you got through an hour or a day, or you accomplished something that you put on your to-do list, praise yourself for it. Be your own biggest cheerleader, because the truth be told, this walk that we're walking, we're pretty much going to kind of walk it alone. You may have people and friends and relatives and even loved ones, husbands, wife, girlfriend, boyfriends, whatever, that may be there to encourage you, but they can only take you so far, because this is your walk that you have to walk alone. So just know that you are equipped to do it. You will do it, and you can do it. And at the end of the day, just know that this thing is going to, is a blessing in it for you. I promise. There's a blessing in it. There's a lesson in it for you. So just love yourself enough to know that I can do it. I will do it, and that I will not be defeated, that I will not lay dormant, that I would not give up. Search that thing within and bring it forth and start speaking to yourself. Speak over that thing that's dead in your life. Speak over that addiction. Speak over those thoughts that are telling you that you can't do it, that you won't do it, that you're not good enough, that you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough, that you know, because daddy wasn't there, mommy wasn't there, whatever the case may be. Those are lies from the enemy. Those are lies. And even though you came from that particular upbringing or whatever, you're here now. If your life didn't have any purpose, you will be gone by already. God does not make anything that is wasteful, that does not have purpose, that does not have meaning. So if you're here looking at this video and you can hear me, you can see me, that means that you still have a chance at this thing called life. And if you really put your best foot forward, I promise you'll win. I've been there. I've done that. And I refuse. I don't care what come my way at this point, because my God has proven to me time after time after time that even though I may have lonely moments and I may feel alone and I'm fighting this thing called life by myself, I am not. He is there with me, whispering into my ear, encouraging me, putting it in my spirit to move on, to press on, to get through it. You can get through it. And I'm like, yeah, I can. And then he has a moment where he just turns my head and I look back and I'm like, he's like, see what you get through? See what we did this. I'm like, yeah. And then he tells me, well, this right here is nothing. Get the lesson, get the blessing, and move on. I'm like, okay, God, I trust you. I believe in you. I trust the process. Now, truth be told, the process sucks. And I talk to God. I'm like, hold on now, God, wait a minute. Now, this is me. But every time I get through the process, I'm like, okay, now I know why you did it that way. You know, you could have did a little gentle or a little easier, but because I was stubborn, or I needed to filter something out of my life, or clean up something in my path, this is why you presented this particular blessing and lesson to me this way. I get it now, and I understand it. Thank you for it. And now I'm going to embrace it, move on, and I'm going to look back and pull someone else along the way. And that's the same thing that you have to do, because I promise you, there's lessons, there's blessings in the struggle. You just have to be willing to do what is necessary to get through. And I promise you, it is going to be the best joy ever. Nothing at this point will ever be able to break you. You may feel like you may bend a little bit, and that's okay. You're human, but you will never break, because God has got your back. You got your back, and everything that the universe has to offer you is going to be in alignment with you, because you're doing this thing in order. So don't give up. Don't give in. Be encouraged. Surround yourself with positive energy, positive people, so that it can continue to feed into your spirit and not take away. Get rid of those negative thoughts. Get rid of those negative words. Watch what you're saying. Don't put that I can't, I won't do it attitude out there in the atmosphere. I'm defeated, I'm ugly, I'm depressed. No, stop saying that. Speak the opposite. Remember that the universe is listening and it'll manifest those things. So if you are broke, say I am rich. If you are depressed, I am happy. Even if you don't believe it, speak those words. That words have power to them. Those words be able to manifest those things into your life. Speak over those dead things. Use your mouth. Use your words. Say that thing. Speak life to it. And I promise you, I'm a living witness, those things will manifest itself in your life. And even though we may be thinking about materialistic things, but I feel like the biggest, richest thing that you can have in your life is having self-worth and self-peace, self-love. So with all that being said, I pray that this video encourages you. I pray that you would continue to encourage yourself, encourage each other, stay in love, and remember that self-love is truly the best love.